Hi everyone, it's Melissa Davis from By Mimi with Love, and today, guys, I wanted to come on and share a cutting die set that I received from hsn.com. I spent some of my Christmas money and bought this set, and it makes these cards. It makes the little typewriter and the camera. It is called the Diamond Press Interactive Wheel Card. And I just absolutely love it. It comes with 4 templates. I only got 3. I don't know if I lost mine somewhere. But these are your templates for stamping. You've got this big die here. This is your aperture die. Here's your mechanism die. Here's your wheel die. There's the camera and the typewriter. And then there is a die for photos and a die for note paper. And then you get all your stamps. And as with most or all cutting die sets from Diamond Press, you also get a marquee folder every time, which, as you all know, I'm using with my queen. But anyway, it looks complicated, but it isn't. I love it. I'm going to show you guys how to put this die set together for anyone who did purchase it. It was HSN and had a craft day last week or the week before. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to use it. We're going to make the typewriter just like they have here. And then at the end, I've had it for a couple days, so I've already come up with something else to do with this die set that's really cute as well. So, but first I want to show you guys how to use it so anybody that got it will understand how to use it. Now, like I said, you have 2 options, either the typewriter or the camera. And the instructions first show you that you need an A2 card base, which I've got right here. And you need 1 of the wheels, okay? So we're going to start with our card base, and we need 1 of the wheels. So let's get that in my queen, and we will send it right on through. Then you've got to decide if you want to make the camera option or the typewriter option, because the aperture is, if you are doing the camera, you put the aperture on top. If you are doing the typewriter, you put the aperture on top. Sorry, guys. If you are doing the camera, you put the aperture on bottom. And by that, I mean, it's just, that sounds so complicated, but if you are doing the camera, then this goes on the bottom like that. And if you are doing the typewriter, this goes on the top like this. This is your aperture, okay? So you need a card base to make your base with. We're going to go with the camera, and that's this one right here, and we are going to do our aperture on top. Lay down my paper, lay down my die, making sure that the entire die is on there. And I'm going to use my tape. And we're going to do the camera, the typewriter. So I'm putting the aperture on the top. And I'm going to glue or tape it in place as well. Okay. Get my sandwich going. And we're sending that to the Queen. Snap, crackle, and pop. That big flat die like that definitely causes your wheels to pop. Okay? Now there is my first piece. And it's going to go like this. Right? I think I got my card just a little long. It's supposed to be 5 3/4 and it's 6. So let me take a 1/4 off of my card real quick. And that's going to look a lot better. Yeah. Okay. Now it tells us, because we've done this, so we're going to need one typewriter. And let me show you guys how convenient my little stamper is, my stamping platform from BB Craft. And once again, I'm going to tape my other platform has magnets. This one does not, so I just secure it with a piece of tape. Works just fine. Okay, and then I'm going to get my typewriter stand. And we're going to pick that up. Bring it back over. I'm not going to color this one, guys, because I'm just wanting to show you how to get it together. This just makes your stamping life so easy. I like that. That is a great image, maybe right on the keys. But as you can see, that turned out awesome. So now I'll just pull that out of there. Get rid of that. And we are ready to cut out our little typewriter, right? I love the way these line up. I love the way they cut. It is a very, very nice set of dies. Okay, let me get the tape going. So I want that to be a nice cut. You really notice the typewriter, what can I say? Okay. Send that through the Queen. Queen's been busy all day, guys. She has been a busy gal. And of course, I left the this on there like a big dummy, but it didn't hurt my typewriter any, thankfully. Saving these little cute squares that come out of there, figuring I can do something with those. So there's our typewriter. Now, it says that we also need one of the wheels and one of the mechanisms. So we'll cut that out next. Here's the wheel. Oh, we've already cut out our wheel. Here's our wheel. And now we need our mechanism, which is that piece right there. So we got our wheel, we got our typewriter. And now we need our mechanism. I'm going to try to kind of turn that to the side. I always try to turn things just slightly. It's less pressure on your cutting wheel in there. But sometimes you just can't, guys, because there's not room on the plate. So here's our little mechanism. I think we're done with the queen for a minute. Let's pop this out. And here you see, guys, it's got 3 little prongs. Can you all see those? So you just bend all 3 of those up, like so. See? And then you... Oh, we forgot to do our card stamp. Our wheel stamp. Okay, hold off on that just a second. And here comes the templates. Now, same thing with the templates. If they are marked, each one, if you're doing the top aperture, you will look for the place where it says top window and the arrow is up. If you're doing the bottom aperture, it's going to read bottom aperture and the arrows are down. You should be able to read it plainly. See, that plainly says top window, and this is upside down. If I were going to do the bottom window, then the top would be upside down. But I am doing the top, so I just line that up. And guys, I have found this is much easier if you add a little tape to it, for sure, while you're doing your stamping. So let's get another little piece of tape. Well, if I can find it, there it is. When I first got this card, I thought, oh my gosh, it's so confusing. But it really is not. And it's so cute. Now, I'm doing the top, so the top should face me. Okay? And I'm going to use our little stamps. And let's do the I love yous. So, all of these words, like, this is thank you, and all of these mean thank you in a different language. Hello, and all of these mean hello in a different language. And then I love you, and all of those are in a different, mean hello, and I love you, and thank you in a different language, which is really cute. Okay, so we're going to do the I love you. So I'm going to grab that and get my little stamping block here. And like I said, top window facing you. And then on the next one, let's do what is that? Te Cuervo? I don't know. Okay, and then we're going to just go to the next one, which is Tay something. Oh, wow. I don't know, guys. I don't know how you pronounce these. But they all mean hello. or they all mean I love you, right? Yeah. They all mean I love you. That's why they're so strange. Okay, and then, excuse me, guys. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. Now, on the little wheel around, they've got the word turn or the arrow to use on the wheel. But I wanted to make this one just like the instructions, so we're going to use the arrow. We just do a little stamp all the way around. Okay. Then we're just going to take our template off. And there we have our wheel. Now we simply turn over our card. Let's get rid of this. And we glue our little, because this is the top, remember? And we're going to glue our mechanism exactly where it fits perfectly in that C curve over here. So let's get a little glue. These are so cute, guys, and I'm just thrilled with what I've discovered you can do with them. Make sure you don't get any glue on those little mechanisms, because that's what keeps the wheel turning. And you just fit it in there where it fits perfectly. See? And then here's your little 3 prongs. You're going to turn this over and you're going to fit your 3 prongs into that hole and mash them down like that. See? Then, guys, check it out. How cute is that? I can't stand it. It's so dang cute. It's so cute. Then the typewriter, you put a little glue on it. I'm about to need a new bottle of glue out. And that goes right there. And I'm not going to take the time to color it right now because I've got one colored and completely done that I can show you. And actually that blue on that, with that black and white looks so cute. Okay, so there's our typewriter. How stinking cute is that, guys? Look at that. Oh, I just love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, now the next thing you do, now if you were going to put this in flat mail, you can just glue this down and it will turn, okay? Or if you're not, if you're going to just hand it to somebody, then you can put the pop dots on it and the wheel's going to turn even easier like that with the pop dots. So, but that's how they've got it in the picture. They've just glued it down. So that's what we're going to do. And you don't want to get any glue anywhere on your wheel, because your wheel's got to be able to move, guys. And then we're just going to glue this in place. Of course, I got a little glue on the paper. And there it goes. Now see, if it's 3D'd, it's much easier to turn, but there's no problem turning it, that's for sure. How cute is that, guys? How cute. How stinking cute. And then, like I said, they provide stamps and dies for extra note paper or cameras, according to whichever one you are making. But I just think that is absolutely adorable. The only thing we need on this is that heart colored, and I will be a happy camper. So let's just make that heart so cute. And we will turn it to how cute is that, guys? Absolutely precious, right? I love it. Love the card. It's really very easy to make. The only difference in this one and the camera is, like I said, you just move that aperture down to the bottom on the camera. But how cute is that? And of course, let's go ahead and we'll put, no matter how you say it. And again, since we're doing words, I always like to use my stamping platforms. Take that off. Got a little white. We don't want no ink on it. And then I'm just going to glue this card down. And here's my stamp. Just gonna set that right there where I want it, right at the bottom. Go over and pick that up. The stamping platforms with the word stamps are so nice. So if one of your letters doesn't get, and then you just have a beautiful, beautiful stamp right there. Doesn't that look great, guys? I'm so happy with it. I love the set. I really do. I think it's gorgeous. And I love what it makes. Now, as you can see, this card is not that hard to make. The only difference if you were doing the other one would be your aperture went down here so you can do your camera like we did the typewriter, okay? So, what I want to show you now, guys, is after I had this for a couple of days, of course, I've got a card here ready to assemble that I made. So, that I'm making. So I can show you guys how gorgeous this looks when you put one together with color. And this one is with the camera. And I've went ahead and painted everything and cut it out. So all we need to do is to just put it together. And the first thing we're going to do is stamp our wheel. And this aperture is going on the bottom. Okay. So, like I said, you just find where the bottom reads correctly, which is right here. And we're going to tape that again so we can do our stamping. And I'm going to stamp this, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I've got this stamped, and we are ready to assemble. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn over my card base. And get my little wheel on there. Okay. Push up your prongs. I also got this paper off HSN. I had a $10 coupon. And then it was only half price, which was like $10 versus $22 because it's Crafter's Companion. And it's expensive, guys. Once again, I just glued that to where it fits perfectly in the C. And then we just place our little wheel on top. It is double-sided paper too, and it's gorgeous, as you can see. And this time we had turn on this one, right? And then our camera is going to go right there. So let's go ahead and put our camera on. Come on, glue. You can do it. That's easy enough. Okay. And on this one, I am going to use the pop-up squares actually. And I'll show you how it does with the extra room. Okay, guys, I'm going to get these on and I'll be right back with you. Okay, guys, I'm back. I've got all the glue dots on there, but see, I've got still, my wheel is completely turning. So I'm just going to put that on. A little crooked. Turn that over. Isn't that paper pretty? And then it's just so easy to turn. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? Isn't that gorgeous? And since these are photos, I have colored me a couple of frames. And this one I cut out of one of the cutouts that goes with the paper pad. And then I've colored a couple of frames. I did alcohol marker coloring on that. And then I've got my little tag up here that says, no matter how you say it, it means. And what I did was I cut out these little pictures of the flowers to be my pictures in my frame. And I Mod Podged them so they would be with shiny, so they would look like real glossy photos, right? So let me get those on there, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I have got it all glued together. Isn't that cute? No matter how you say it, it means thank you. I just think that is a very cute die set. And you see how I did each one of the flowers, the pictures, and I did glossy on them. They look so cute. I really love it. So whether you're doing, I think that's gorgeous. Just the plain, you can dress it up, whatever you want to do. But guys, I got to show you what else I discovered with this die set. I'm so excited about. You can do memory decks cards with it. And here I have just about got one put together. That's a memory decks, guys, with the typewriter. And you spin the wheel. So real quick, I'm going to show you guys how you can use this with your memory decks die. Okay, so here is my memory decks die, which I just got, by the way, from AliExpress. And got some paper over here ready to go. Okay, so let's cut out. You're going to need 2 of the memory decks dies, so you can back it and hide your wheel. So we're going to cut out 2 of these. Send those to the queen. And here we go is our 2 memory decks, right? Now, guys, you're going to take one of your memory decks cards and this big die. And once again, if you've got to decide whether you want your aperture on the top. If you're doing the typewriter, it goes on the top. On the bottom, if you're doing the camera. Since I've already done one here with the top, we're going to do the bottom one for the camera on this one. So we're going to lay that down, and we're doing the camera, so our aperture is going to go on the bottom. And you're turning it over to the back, right? And you're just going to decide, because you don't want it on your little teeth down there. Make sure we got it right again. Move it down where you're not going to see the little teeth. And then we're just going to run this through our queen. And now we have the aperture right where we want it, right? So now we've got to have the wheel right and the mechanism to make it turn. So let's cut out our wheel. And our mechanism. And run these through our queen. Paper shifted a little. Okay. I knew that paper shifted. Look, I cut off half my wheel, so let's run our wheel back through again. If I've got a piece. Hold on, guys. Let me get a piece big enough to run the wheel through. Okay, guys. I went ahead and cut out our camera, too. And we're just going to turn this over and do the same thing we did when we made the card. Flip up our little prongs. And remember, this is for the camera, where the aperture is on the bottom. If you do the typewriter on the Memorydex card, then you have to adjust the circle just a little bit, like you do here, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So we're just gluing this where it fits again. Right exactly where it fits well. Got a little glue there. Don't want any glue there to cause my wheel not to turn. Okay. And I'm not going to stamp this wheel because I'm just wanting to show you guys how this works. Now, when you put this on here, you'll see that it's in your little prongs here just a little bit. So, if you're doing the camera, which means the aperture is on the bottom, then I just use one of my circle dies, and I just cut off the very, very edge of that. So it won't interfere in my prongs on the bottom. But if I'm doing the typewriter like this one, then I had to go ahead and use a much smaller die on this one. I used this die on this one. And then I had to also, because the aperture is on top, I had to also cut into this just a little bit, because once I took this down so small, you couldn't turn the wheel. So I just cut that out a little bit like that, and still accomplished my Memorydex card with a wheel. Okay, now because that was a terrible cut. Where's the? Let me see if that was enough. And it was. I think. So now we can put our wheel on. And you see it's out of that down there. Okay? Then you simply put your back on. Line those up. And you've got a wheel turning journal card. And I'm going to put this one all together and come back and show you guys. How cool is that? That you can do a Memory-Dex card with a interactive wheel. I love it when I get a die set that I can use for multiple reasons. And see, this is, on this one, your camera would go down like that, you see? And then your prongs are free. How cute is that, guys? Okay, I'll be back in just a minute. This is getting so long. Okay, guys. There it is. And I just think, there's my Memory-Dex card. How cute is that? How cute is that? That is a really cute Memory-Dex card. I really like it. There's our card. And here's our other card. And I just think they turned out so cute, guys. And there it is. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I know that if you didn't buy one of these die sets, this video is useless to you. But I thought it'd be fun for the people that did buy the die set, because when I first got it, I thought it looked pretty intimidating and a little scary, but it's not at all. Very simple to do, very simple to put together. Thanks so much for staying with me, guys. I will be talking to you very soon, because I've got some videos that need to get out. Thanks so much for stopping by from Virginia. We'll be talking to you guys. Bye-bye.